Can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Mitzi. Mitzi puts it in.
Reed gets it. They're going to go up on Joy, and it's good off the basket.
Morgan, Sammy Ashton all alone for the quick lay-in.
Buster with the deep two, and it's good. Has the ball at bounce, passes into Grieco for three, and that's 1,000 points. So
Hello and welcome to High School Boys Basketball. Tonight we have the HK Cougars versus the Wheeler Lions. I'm Connor Shute.
And I'm Kevin Gelini.
And we are about 10 seconds away from hearing the starting lineups. So let's get ready for that. Both teams are preparing to take the court. And here we have Wheeler Lions versus the Haddam Killingworth Cougars. Both teams have just announced their starting lineups. From Wheeler will be Bowen Baker, Seth Jones, Scott Peon, and Caleb Schwartz.
And from HK, we have Darren Hiller, Andrew Kewen, Matt Wills, Toby Callender, and Jimmy McGoey.
They're ready for the tip-off. Will be number 11 from Wheeler, Schwartz versus
Number 40, Jimmy McGoey for HK. And HK wins the tip-off. Darren Hurler passes to McEwen.
Number 5, Baker has the ball of Wheeler. Passes to 10. Goes for the drive into the paint, passes back out to 24, who goes for the drive. Passes back out to 21, to 11, who takes the shot from the 3. And it is not land. Number 11, Caleb Starts of Wheeler will be taking foul shots.
Matt Wills with the ball, passes to Hiller. Hiller drives to the basket, shoots, and he misses.
Ball is taken by Wheeler, number 10, Andrew Patrick. Seth Jones of Wheeler will be throwing in. Passes to Baker.
And a steal by McGoey. McGoey gives it to Hiller. Hiller to Wills. Wills with a shot, and it is good.
Wheeler has the ball again. Number 5, Baker. Ooh. But it's knocked out of bounds. Ball will be going back to Wheeler at center court. Goes to 11. Number 11 has the ball. He takes a shot from the 3. Is unsuccessful.
Rebounded by Toby Callender. Callender passes to Hiller. Hiller passes to Kewen. Kewen back to Hiller. Hiller passes to Kewen. Kewen to Wills. Pass is intercepted by Wheeler.
Wheeler Tyler Burdick takes the ball, goes for the layup, and makes it in. Scores 2-3 Wheeler.
Hiller with the ball. Hiller passes to Wills. Wills pump fakes, he shoots. However, a whistle is blown.
Two shots. The foul was on number 11. Caleb Starts has the foul. So the shots will be taken by number 25 of HK.
Wills makes the first shot. And Wills misses the second shot.
The ball will be turned over. Tossing in will be number 21, Seth Jones. He passes to Baker.
Pass intercepted by Kewen. Kewen driving down the court. He goes for a shot and misses.
Ball is passed between Wheeler, but it lands on a foot and goes out of bounds. It'll be HK's ball.
Wills with the ball around the outside, driving to the basket.
It'll be HK's ball.
Erskine passes to Calendar, Calendar to Wills. Wills to Darren Hiller. Darren passes back to Wills. Darren Hiller with the ball. Passes to Wills. Wills drives to the basket. He shoots, and it is no good.
Ball is tossed around a little bit, but ends up back in the hands of Hiller. He takes an unsuccessful shot from the three. Number 10 of Wheeler has the ball.
Hiller intercepts a pass. Driving to the court, passes to Wills. Wills driving to the hoop. Shoots.
There will be
That
no
basket
point.
will not count.
Number 5, Baker of Wheeler has the ball. He's dodging around the HK players. Passes to 10. 21, who drops a pass and it rolls out of bounds. The ball will now go to HK.
Calendar to pass in. Passes to Hiller. Hiller gives to Erskine. Erskine to Giambonis. Pass back and forth. Giambonis from the three-point line is no good. Toby with the rebound.
Number 5, Baker of Wheeler has the ball. Passes to starts. Ooh, and a shot from the three by Burdick. Wheeler will now have 6 points.
Hiller dribbling down the court. Passing the ball around to Erskine. Erskine to Giambonis. Giambonis to the Calendar. Calendar shoots. It is no good.
Number 11 of Wheeler has the ball. Starts. Passes to Baker. He drives into the paint, goes for the layup, and makes it in. There's now a difference of 5 points. Wheeler 8, HK 3.
With the ball around the outside. Gives it to Erskine. Erskine back to Hiller. Hiller passes to McGoey in the paint. McGoey shoots, it hits the rim and bounces out.
Pass back in, but intercepted by Wheeler. Number 5, Baker has the ball. Starts, goes for the layup, and it is successful. Wheeler now has 10 points. There's also a foul on number 11 Starts, and he will be taking 2 foul shots. He does not make the first.
Calendar rebounds the foul shot and passes it to Erskine. Erskine to Giambonis. Giambonis shoots from the three-point line, but it's no good.
Ball ends up back in the hands of Wheeler. Starts, passes to...
And Erskine intercepts a pass from Wheeler.
Little duel
Gives to
between
McGoey,
the number
but-
11s.
McGoey does not catch the pass and the ball goes out of bounds.
And there will be a timeout. Light chatter between both teams. Wheeler has pulled ahead very quickly in the beginning of this game. And HK has also a lot more fouls, which is where Wheeler has actually gotten most of their points, I believe.
Yes, they have. Early on, we have seen several three-point shots made.
Yes, we have. It looks like, I believe, from Wheeler was the only team so far to have made a three-point shot.
I believe so.
HK has one layup and then one foul shot. The ball will be passed in by Erskine.
Erskine gives it to Callender. Callender to Hiller. Hiller to Erskine. Erskine shoots from the three-point line. It goes in, but it bounces out. McGoy recovers twice.
But there will be a foul against number 40 of HK.
McGoy to take his foul shots. The first one was no good. And the second one is no good.
Ball is in the hands of number 24, Wheeler. Baker has the ball. Drives into the paint, goes for a layup, makes it in. It was a violation. Ball, it will not count, and the ball will go to White.
Trey Callender subs in for his brother, Toby. Sam Erskine to give it to his brother, Alec Erskine. Erskine gives it to Callender. Callender gives it to McGoy. McGoy shoots. It is no good.
Ball's in Baker's hands. He's driving far. Stays on the outside. Tries passing to 21, but is intercepted by Hiller, who knocks it out of bounds. Ball is in Wheeler's hands. Baker has the ball. He doesn't have anywhere he can really go with that defense. Passes to 21. 21 goes for the layup. That layup will have been made by Seth Jones.
Heather with the ball, driving down the court, passes to Erskine. Erskine shoots, no good. Trey Callender rebounds, shoots, no good. However, there is a whistle blown. Trey Callender will take 2 foul shots. And the first one is good.
Substitutions for both sides. Wheeler will be putting in number 30.
And the second shot by Trey Callender is no good. HK recovered the rebound and shot and made the basket. However, there was another penalty, and now Sam Erskine will take foul shots. And he makes his foul shot, making the score Wheeler 12, HK 7.
Baker has the ball, driving down the court, passes to 24. Baker takes a shot from the 3. Rebounds. Back to Baker. Starts, goes for the layup, and makes it in. Score is 7-14.
Hoffman passes into Alec Erskine. Erskine passes to his brother Sam. Sam to Kaufman. Kaufman to Alec. Alec to his brother Sam again. Sam shoots from the three-point line, but it's no good.
Baker Wheeler has the ball. He's completely open. He goes for the layup. Rebounds to HK.
Sam Erskine driving down the court with the ball. Passes to his brother Alec. Back to Sam. Shoots from the three-point line, and it is good.
Baker has the ball. Passes to Starts. Starts goes for the drive. Rebounds to HK.
Trey Callender with the rebound. Callender passes to Kewen.
Ball's out of bounds. 30 seconds left of the first period.
Sam Erskine with the shot, and it is no good. It bounces out. Kaufman recovers. He goes up for the shot, and it is good.
Baker has the ball. Passes to Starts. Ooh. Incomplete pass from Wheeler. Ball goes into the bleachers, and it will be handed over to HK.
Kewen passes the ball into Alec Erskine. Alec Erskine to Trey Callender. Trey Callender loses the ball.
Baker with an open court again, takes a shot from the three, but does not make it in before the buzzer. That is the end of the first period. So Kevin, what do you think so far?
I think it's a very good game, very close game. Both teams are doing pretty well.
And I think we should quickly mention the record so far. Wheeler is 3-7 this season, which is quite low, but they're still pulling ahead of HK. Not too hard for them, it seems.
And HK is 4-5 on the season.
So in account of odds, HK should be in the lead right now, but what we're looking at is Wheeler's pulling ahead, even without the home court advantage. The fouls have evened out since our half report of the half quarter, but so far we are looking at a constant lead by Wheeler. HK has caught up right now. It's a difference of only 3 points versus the 7 we had shown recently. That's the first buzzer. HK is planning out their strategies.
Both teams taking the court now.
Ball will be starting off in HK's hands.
Alec Erskine with the ball. Passes to Kewen. Kewen passes to Trey Callender in the paint. He shoots, no good. Kaufman recovers and falls down with the ball.
Ball is held by Baker.
Callender blocks a shot.
Poor Burdick tries to take a shot, but is wrestled down by HK. HK had quite the defense, but the ball will be going back to Wheeler. Starts drives. Passes to Burdick. To Baker, takes a shot from the three. Rebounds to HK.
Kaufman rebounds, gives to Kewen. Kewen driving down the court. Kewen passes to Sam Erskine. Sam back to Kewen. Moving the ball around. Sam passes to Trey in the paint. Trey shoots and he scores.
Wheeler has the ball. Baker passes to. Baker to Burdick. Burdick drives. Goes for a short shot, but it's unsuccessful.
Alec Erskine driving down the court with the ball. Loses it. Looks like it'll be out on Wheeler. Kewen will pass the ball in for HK. He gives it to Alec Erskine. Alec to Trey Callender.
Baker has the ball. He's bringing it to an open court, but it's quite the defense. He's not able to get past the blocking of HK, and now HK has the ball.
Andrew Kuhn tries to pass to Zach Kaufman across the court, but it's no good. It is intercepted by Wheeler.
Starts, takes a shot from the 3 and makes it in. Score is 13-17.
Alec Erskine with the ball. He passes to Kuhn. Kuhn back to Erskine. Erskine to Erskine. Sam shoots and is no good.
Baker with the ball. Takes a bold shot from the 3, but rebounds to Erskine.
Alec Erskine with the ball, moving down the court. He passes to Zach Kaufman. Kaufman drives into the paint. He goes for a shot, but misses. However, a whistle is blown. It looks like there will be a penalty on the shot. Zach Kaufman to take his foul shots. Hits the rim and bounces out.
Substitutions. Wheeler sends in number 14.
Kaufman's second shot is good, making the score Wheeler 17, HK 14.
Baker has the ball. 14, takes a shot from 3, successful, rebounds to HK.
Sam Erskine had the ball, dropped it, and is knocked out. Looks like the ball will go to Wheeler.
There goes the ball, passes to Burdick.
Darren Hiller intercepts the ball, goes for the layup, and he does not make it.
Wheeler has the ball again, taking it back. Almost lost it. Baker has the ball, passes to. Ooh, almost loses the ball again. Baker drives into the paint, takes a shot. And after a little bit of waiting, it lands in.
Darren Hiller moving down the court with the ball. Hiller passes to Sam Erskine. Sam Erskine to Toby in the paint. Toby passes to Hiller. Hiller shoots from the three-point line. Is no good.
Wheeler has the ball. Baker to Patrick. Patrick to Burdick. To Patrick. Patrick passes to Baker. Baker to Burdick. He drives into the paint. Goes for the shot. Does not make it. Bounces out of bounds. That'll be an out of bounds on Wheeler.
Darren Hiller with the ball. Hiller gives it to Giambonis. Giambonis to Kaufman. Kaufman to Hiller on the outside. Passing the ball around Giambonis with a shot, and it bounces out.
Baker has the ball. Slows down around midcourt. He drives into the paint but loses it. It will be a foul. Substitutions for both teams. Baker passes to Burdick. Burdick to Jones.
HK intercepts the pass. Kuhn with the ball. Kuhn gives it to Callender. Callender McGoey to Hiller. Hiller across the court, pass. Giambonis tries to save it, but steps out of bounds while doing so.
Ooh. Ball will be going to Wheeler. Number 21 Jones passes into Baker. Baker goes to the layup, catches the rebound, tries it again, unsuccessful. Ball goes out of bounds on him, and he tumbles with it.
Kewen to pass the ball, and he gives it to Hiller. Hiller passes to Kewen. Kewen gives it back to Hiller. Hiller to Giambonis around the outside. Ball ends up in Toby's hands. He shoots and it's no good.
Baker has the ball. Ooh, he loses it almost. Passes to Starts. Starts to take a shot from the 3. Rebounds. Ball's in HK hands.
Kewen with the ball. He shoots from the 3-point line and misses. However, the ball is saved by Giambonis. McGoey recovers a save. McGoey gives to Kewen. Kewen to Giambonis. Giambonis gives to Hiller. Hiller to McGoey in the paint. McGoey goes up to shoot. Looks like the ball will be going to Wheeler.
Baker has the ball. That's to 10, takes a shot from the 3.
Covered by McGoey. McGoey gives it to Hiller. Hiller driving down the court, gives it to Giambonis. Giambonis goes up to shoot.
Patrick with the block.
Looks like there was a foul on the shot. Foul was on number 5 of Wheeler. And Giambonis makes his first foul shot. And Giambonis makes his second foul shot.
Patrick has the ball. Passes to Burdick to Baker. Baker drives into the paint, goes to the layup, and makes it in. Scores now 16-21, Wheeler.
Hiller with the ball. Gives it to Giambonis around the outside. He shoots, and it's no good.
Goes to Baker. Baker drives down. Oh! Ball's knocked out of bounds. Ball going back to red team. Wheeler to Starts. Starts goes for the shot. Passes to Baker. To Burdick. Burdick just starts, drives into the paint, goes for another layup, makes it in. One shot will be taken by Starts of Wheeler.
Shot is no good. The shot is recovered by HK. Hiller with the layup, and it is good.
HK with a successful full court drive. Starts of Wheeler has the ball, but it loses it between the legs.
Hiller tries to intercept the pass.
Burdick has the ball. Passes to Baker. Baker is facing a heavy defense, but there's a foul. Foul on number 24, Darren Hiller. Baker from Wheeler will be taking foul shots. One foul shot. He makes it. One more foul shot. And he makes that one as well. Score is 18-25 Wheeler. It will be an HK ball.
McGoey to pass the ball, and he gives it to Alec Erskine. Erskine gives it Giambonis. Giambonis gives it right back. Erskine gives it back to Giambonis. Alec Erskine gives it to McGoey. Shoots.
And
Did
that
not get the shot off in time.
That will be the half. His current score is 18-25 Wheeler. Both teams are taking their breaks. But Kevin, what have you seen so far from these teams?
It looks like HK is likes to pass the ball around the outside a lot, and then gives it one pass to the paint, and then that guy in the paint either shoots it or gives it to another person around the outside, and that person shoots it.
Interesting. So let's talk about, for our halftime report, the recent games for both teams. From Wheeler, they are coming off of a streak of 3 losses, actually 5-loss streak, with an overall score of 3-7. They played Montville, which was a loss, 43-50. Putnam, which was a loss, 46-72. Stonington, which was a loss, 31-73. Here they are today with HK, and coming up in the future, they'll be against Griswold on the 25th and Lyman on the 28th. What have we seen for HK?
HK is on a 3-game losing streak. However, they are 4-5. They recently played Valley Regional, Old Saybrook, and Cromwell. And now they're playing Wheeler today, hopefully trying to end their losing streak. In the upcoming weeks, they are playing Morgan 2 times in a row.
Interesting. 2 different courts as well.
Yes, the first game for HK is home, and the second one is away.
Alrighty, and you can tune in this Friday to see the Morgan game. So, for right now, we'd like to thank our in-part sponsor really quick, Zip06, and we would like to send it with a break. We'll be back to you at the end of halftime.
They're soft pastels, which means they just disintegrate as you're using them. And they're interesting because you don't have all the colors. So you have to mix things. You have to put more than one thing on here and mix it. When you're doing oil paint, you mix it on your palette. Here, you do layers and layers and layers and mix it together. And you have to try to find something that looks similar to what you're working with.
Janet Rayner is a self-taught artist from Haddam, Connecticut. From the age of 7, Janet always knew she wanted to be an artist. Throughout her life, she has immersed herself with a variety of approaches to her work.
I do surrealistic work, portrait work, and some dream work. I work in pastels, pencil, oil paints, and sculpture. I did oils for a lot of years, and 30 years, I think, before I started pastel. And then I had some pastels that I'd gotten when a store had closed down, an art store had closed down, and there was a show where they wanted to have work done right away. The oils take a really long time. So I said, well, I'll just take out these pastels and see what I can do. And within a couple days, I had a piece done that I could put in the show, and it sold immediately.
One way Janet finds inspiration is through her dreams.
I've always had very, very wild and vivid dreams since I was a kid, and that's where I went to first. I mostly like doing the dream work. I mostly like doing the inspired work, although I do love working with figures too. But my dream work, when I was young, it was very important for me to put down the ideas. I didn't care so much about the technique. I didn't care whether it was all that well done, although I did try to do as good a job as I could. Then when I was about 25, I started realizing that I wanted things to look more realistic, and I took more time on the work to make it be exactly what I wanted it to be. And the dreams still inspire me.
Janet also finds herself expressing her dreams with words on paper.
My writing started November 15th last year. I woke up from a dream and started putting it down, and it just kept writing itself. It is now an 80,000 word novel with a sequel with 50,000 words done in it already, and the third installment, because I don't think they can all fit in the same book, has already been started too. And a lot of the things that happened in the writing, I've woken up in the middle of the night with, aha, I've got to get up and write this down, and it's part of dreams. Other parts of dreams have worked their ways into the work.
Never attending a university for her artwork, she attributes her hard work and dedication for her successes.
What I tell people is, they say, what school did you go to? I said, went through the school of hard knocks. You just go through life and you draw and you paint and you keep going. Yes, you're not really ever self-taught, because there are other people you've talked to. You've looked at art in museums. People will give you a hint on how to do something. You'll take critiques. All that stuff helps you improve. Self-taught usually means you just didn't go to college for art. You didn't actually take a course somewhere in art. I think that even though I am self-taught, getting somebody to mentor you, to help you, to teach you technique is a really good idea. Not somebody who's trying to make you into their model of themselves, but someone who is respecting your goals, your dreams, what you want to do with art, and is willing to encourage you to do it to the best of your ability.
Throughout all the hours of labor and attention to fine detail, Janet could not see her life without having her art as an outlet.
I don't know how I could live without it. I remember somebody telling me that they thought that it made me nervous to be an artist when I was young, that I should quit because they thought it was damaging to me. And I'm going, that's like telling me to stop breathing. You need air, I need art.
And we are back with high school boys basketball. Tonight we have the Haddam Killingworth Cougars versus the Wheelers. As you can see, the HK students have come to support their team, as they have been on a slight loss so far. There's a 7-point difference. Wheelers in the lead with a score of 18-25. The second half will start in about a minute. So I'm Connor Shute.
And I'm Kevin Gelini.
And welcome back. So Kevin, what have we seen so far from these teams, if you'd like to give a quick summary?
We've seen very good defense. It's been very hard for both teams to score on offense, and I think that is a result of the low scoring game.
Yeah, there has been. The score isn't too high right now, especially for a boys team, and we are looking at quite the defense. There's been a lot of blocks, blocks going on. So much that the ball, even if they try to shoot, goes out of bounds. Wheeler has been, getting more incomplete passes quite a bit, which has been something that has been HK getting the ball quite a bit. Interceptions definitely by Darren Hiller of HK.
And there's an impressive block by Trey Callender in the
yes.
first quarter.
Yes, there was that as well. So far, Wheeler has been pulling ahead slightly, but with their record so far, HK is 4-5 and Wheeler is 3-7.
And both teams are pretty even in penalties.
Definitely. There's the buzzer. Wheeler is already on the court.
And HK will start off the second half with the ball. Hiller passes to McGoey. McGoey gives it back to Hiller. Hiller to Kewen. Kewen shoots. It bounces out and is no good.
Baker of Wheeler has the ball. He drives into the paint, takes a shot, rebounds HK.
Hiller with the ball, passes to Wills. Wills driving down the court, but he stops at the three-point line. Dumps it off to Kewen. Kewen gives it back to Wills. They pass it back to each other. Kewen gives it off to Hiller. Hiller to Toby Callender. But Toby gives it right back to Darren. HK moving the ball around the outside a lot. Darren Hiller gives to Wills. Wills from the three-point line. Shoots and he scores.
Baker has the ball. Passes to Budzik. Wheeler, number 21, Seth Jones with a shot from the three. That's successful.
Kewen with the ball, gives it to Hiller. Hiller gives it right back to Kewen. Now Hiller with the ball at the top of the three-point line. HK passing the ball around a lot. Hiller with a shot, and it's no good. Callender rebounds, gives it to Kewen. Kewen gives it to Wills. Wills shoots from the three-point line, and he is good. Making it a 4-point game.
Baker has the ball, but he's met by quite the defense. Almost loses it. Passes, but it goes into Darren Hiller's hands.
Hiller gives it to Wills. Wills driving in. Dumps it off to Hiller. Hiller shoots, and he scores. No, 2-point game.
And there will be a timeout called by Wheeler. So that was quite a start to the second half so far, especially with HK pulling ahead with 3 shots.
3 consecutive shots. They're closing down on that lead.
Definitely, maybe that mid-game pep talk really helped them.
Yeah.
Definitely created a difference for them, and maybe they can keep going with that, or maybe they won't. We'll see. But Wheeler calling the timeout definitely proves that they recognize that there is a formidable opponent.
Both teams going over some plays.
There's murmurs among the crowd as well, as they're probably nervous to see what's going to happen. The game's getting close. Will it stay close, or will it not?
Only time will tell, Connor.
Only time will tell. Baker will start with the ball, who has not taken a single break from this game yet. This is to Jones. Ball is lost by Wheeler and goes to HK.
Wheels driving down the court. Passes it to Hiller. Hiller gives him McGoey. McGoey with a shot. The shot bounces out. Covered by
It's
Wheeler.
to Baker. Baker brings it to the other side of the court. He's met with resistance of Darren Hiller. He passes to Patrick. Patrick goes for the layup. Rebounds to HK. Kewen has the ball.
Kewen rebounds the ball. He goes for a layup. It's no good. McGoey rebounds, shoots, and the ball is knocked out of his hands.
Burdick will have the ball. Passes to Starts. Starts goes for the shot. Rebounds to Kewen.
Kewen running down the court of the ball. He shoots from the three-point line, but it bounces out.
Baker has the ball. He goes, drives into the paint. The pass is back out to Starts. Back to Baker. Burdick has the ball. Passes to Baker. To Starts, who's right in the paint. And then back to Baker. Patrick goes for the layup. Rebounds to Calendar of HK.
Kewen with the ball. Gives it to Hiller. Hiller gives it back to Kewen. Hiller gives it to McGoey. McGoey to Wills. Wills driving in on the paint. Goes in for a layup. However, he's called for a travel.
The ball will be going to Wheeler, number 21, Seth Jones. Passes to Baker. Baker Starts. To Burdick, goes for the drive, passes back out to Baker. Takes a shot from the three. Rebounds to Darren Hiller.
Hiller passes to Kewen down the court. Kewen shoots and he scores. Tie game, 28-28.
Baker has the ball. It's rebounded by Darren Hiller.
Gives it to Hiller. Hiller dumps it off to Wills. Wills in the paint. Gives it to McGoey. McGoey shoots. Hits the rim and bounces out. Ball rolls out of bounds, and it looks like it will be Wheeler's ball.
Baker has the ball. He tries driving right into the paint, but passes back out to Starts. He passes out to 24, Burdick, who takes a shot from the three. Scores 28-31. Darren Hiller of HK has the ball.
Hiller passes to Kewen. Kewen gives it back to Hiller. HK moving the ball around. Wills driving in. However, a whistle is blown. It looks like he'll be called for another travel.
Ball going to Jones. With Wheeler, who passes to Baker. Baker Starts. During his drive, he knocks into Calendar of HK, to whom he falls. He will be receiving a foul for that, and the ball will be turned over to HK.
Hiller with the ball. He gives it to Kewen. Kewen gives it to Wills. Wills gives it back to Kewen. Kewen gives it back to Wills. Wills shoots from the three-point line, and he scores. It looks like Trey Calendar subs in for his brother.
Wheeler makes substitutions as well.
Erskine brothers are in the game now.
Baker has the ball. Tries to drive into the paint, but loses it. Picked up by Erskine.
Gray. He shoots, and he scores. HK pulls ahead 33-31.
Baker has the ball, trying to move fast, but there's a timeout. No, the timeout will be called by Wheeler. So what we've seen right so far in this third quarter has been quite a little bit of a change in the scores.
Yes. HK now leads the game.
Yes, it could be. Maybe they're on a different side now. Maybe they're a little bit more pepped up. Maybe they're ready, or their strategy. It could just be raw strategy.
Maybe.
They've been able to play against this team in the first half. They can know what makes them tick. They can try to change their play style to match theirs. But with Wheeler calling the timeout, there's the first buzzer. Baker has the ball. Almost loses it. 30 takes a shot from the three, rebounds almost to HK and to Matt Wills.
Wills moving down the court with the ball. Passes McGoey in the paint.
Noah Beard. Another 2 points for HK. Along with McGoey with 2 foul shots.
Zach Kaufman comes in the game for Matt Wills. McGoey's foul shot is good.
Baker has the ball. Drives into the paint, goes for the shot. Met with no resistance, but unsuccessful in rebounds to Erskine.
Erskine rebounds, moving down the court, gives it to McGoey. McGoey dumps it out to Kaufman. Kaufman shoots, hits the rim, is no good. Trey rebounds, he shoots, he is no good. McGoey tried to save the ball from going outside, but it hit Kaufman and ended up going out of bounds.
It was an attempted pass right there by HK, but only to be rebounded off their teammate's leg. Baker of Wheeler will have the ball. He takes a shot from the three, rebounds, goes to HK. But that is the end of the third quarter that nobody saw coming, actually. It was so unexpected for us and for the team. They were just playing like normal. But here we are with an HK lead of 5 points. I believe that 4 of those are from shots, and then 1 is from a foul shot.
I believe so.
I believe so. That leaves Wheeler with only 2 fouls this half, with HK having none. And here there's a free timeout for both teams. They're prepping diligently. First buzzer, so they're going to be retaking the court now. The ball will be passed in by Baker of Wheeler. Baker just starts. Bud to Baker.
Wills steals the ball from Wheeler. However, he steps out of bounds.
Ball will be going to Baker. Passes to Burdick. Back to Baker. To Starts. Starts goes for the drive. Passes back out. Starts drives again. Goes for the shot and makes it in. Scores 36-33, HK.
Alec Erskine moving down the court with the ball. Gives it to Wills. Wills gives it right back. Passing back and forth with each other, trying to move the ball around. Erskine gives it to McGoey. McGoey to Trey. Trey back out to Erskine. Erskine shoots from the three-point line, but it is no good.
Ball goes out of bounds, but it's knocked back in by Wheeler. Baker has the ball. Passes to Starts, takes a shot from the three. It rebounds to McGoey.
Alec Erskine driving down the court. Goes for the layup, but it's no good. He misses.
The ball will be passed in by number 21, Seth Jones, to Baker. Baker is met with defensive cueing. Passes to Patrick. Starts, who goes for the drive, and is laid up by Seth Jones.
Alec Erskine with the ball. He gives it to Kewen. Kewen gives it back. Erskine gives it to Wills. Wills drives in. He shoots and he scores.
Baker has the ball. Goes to Starts. Starts goes for the drive. Tries throwing it up, but it is not successful.
HK making some subs.
Seth Jones will be passing in for Wheeler. He passes to Baker. Starts. Ooh. Burdick goes for the shot, but instead slides. Ball will be turned over to HK.
Goey passes in to Hiller. Hiller dumps it off to Kewen. Kewen to Toby Callender in the paint. Toby passes it back out. Kewen passes it across the court to Wills. Hiller charging in for the layup, and it's good.
Baker with the ball. He drives into the paint, passes back out to Starts. Starts tosses it out of bounds. The Wheeler coach being very loud with his team. Burdick tries to make a pass, but instead intercepted by HK, which is intercepted again by Wheeler. There's a shove on number 24, Darren Hiller. Ball will be passed in by Baker of Wheeler. Baker drives into the paint. This ball is stolen by Darren Hiller.
Darren Hiller passes to McGoey. McGoey goes up for the layup. He misses. Toby Callender rebounds. He shoots and he scores.
Baker has the ball. There's a call. Timeout. Both teams are taking a little quick respite. We're looking at 4 minutes and 44 seconds left of the game. HK 42, Wheeler 35. HK has starting to secure their lead and definitely changed it around from what we've seen in the beginning. Fouls are looking almost the same for both teams. Wheeler's going to retake the court, and now HK will follow as well. Ball's passed in by Baker. To Peon. To Baker. To Peon, takes a shot from the three. A successful rebounded.
Matt Wills running down the court with the ball, tries to pass it to McGoey, but it's intercepted
Stolen by
Wheeler.
Baker of Wheeler. Passes to Starts. Tries to take the shot, but is blocked. He will get foul shot. Makes the first. And does not make the second. HK has the ball.
Going to the ball, passes down to Hiller. Hiller to Wills. Wills driving in, dumps it out to Kewen. Darren Hiller with the shot from the three-point line is no good. McGoey rebounds, he shoots, and he scores.
Another timeout. It appears the Wheeler coach, Coach Colby, his tie is falling off. He might want to fix that.
Wardrobe malfunctions.
Wardrobe malfunctions. But another timeout, and there's still 4 minutes left. Are they still going to have any timeouts left when it comes into the last few seconds?
I don't know.
If they use them up all now, they might not have a chance. But now is the time that they can make the most difference in the points.
It is also the time where HK can start pulling ahead and start securing this lead that they have now.
Yes, it can go either way. But if anything is going to change, it's going to happen right now with 4 minutes left, where there still can be some difference in the scores. If it was this score with 30 seconds, we wouldn't need a timeout. We'd know that it'd be pretty set. Not much could be done. But here, it's still 8 points. 8 points can be done in 4 shots, or even just 4 fouls.
Or 3 3-point shots. But then Wheeler would secure the lead with a 1 point.
So any way they want to do it. Now is their time to act. Ball will be passed in by Seth Jones. Goes to Baker. No break Baker, who has been played this entire game. Passes to Peon. There will be a travel. Ball's turned over to McGoey.
Kewen with the ball. Gives to Hiller. Hiller to McGoey. McGoey to Kewen. Kewen back to Hiller. Hiller to Wills. Hiller ends up with the ball again. He gives it to Toby, and Toby dumps it back out to Wills. Toby with the ball now. Gives it to Hiller. Back to Kewen. To Wills. Wills driving in. He shoots, but the ball is knocked out of his hands.
Baker has the ball, but it gets knocked out of bounds. Will that be on him? No, the ball will be going back to Baker around the half court. Passes to Burdick. To Starts. Starts goes to the drive, takes a shot. It's unsuccessful. Will there be a foul on Matt Wills? Ball will be passed in by Baker, but right under the hoop. Passes to Patrick. Patrick just starts. Starts takes a shot right inside the three-point line. Rebounds to Calendar.
Keelan with the ball now. He gives it to Wills. Wills tries to pass it to Hiller, but it's tipped by Wheeler. HK will inbound the ball. With the ball, he gives it to McGoey. McGoey gives it right back to Keelan. Keelan dumps it off to Hiller. Hiller gives it to Wills. HK moving the ball around very well. McGoey charging the hoop. He shoots, and it bounces out. Rebound by Toby. Toby shoots, and he scores.
Baker has the ball. Timeout. Another timeout with 2 minutes left and a 10-point lead by HK. Can that be done in 2 minutes?
I think you can.
Let's calculate it out. Let's say it takes at least 30 seconds to make a shot. If it takes 30 seconds to make a shot, let's say a 2-point shot, that is 4 2-point shots. So that would be 8. So that would not be successful. If they could make 4 3-point shots, then they'd have it. That would be tough to do. And that's counting without fouls. If we counted in some fouls, maybe it's a little more possible. But that would have to be that would probably be 4 2-point shots and 2 foul shots for Wheeler to be able to bring that to a tie. Or HK can just do anything against that, and they'll have the lead.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea how you came up with that, but I'm just going to agree with it because I suck at math.
All right, so let's hope that 30 seconds was an accurate estimate. We'll see what they can do. We'll see what it takes in practice.
Both teams taking the court now.
Number 5, Baker with the ball. Passes to Starts. To Baker. Passes out to Burdick, who takes a shot, but it's unsuccessful, but there's already a foul. Ball will be passed in by Baker. Baker to Burdick. To Starts, takes a shot. Does not make it. Rebounds to Calendar.
Okay to inbound the ball.
HK will have the ball.
Matt Wills with the ball. However, a whistle is blown.
Foul on number 25. Wheeler makes substitutions.
Andrew Keelan with the ball. Dumps it off to Alec Erskine. However, a whistle is blown. HK to inbound the ball. Another whistle is blown.
Will be passed in by Kewen of HK. And in these fast few seconds, we're just looking at foul, foul, foul. The clock is not running down.
It may be a way for Wheeler to make more time for themselves to come back.
Right now, the foul shots will be going to Matt Wills of HK.
And Matt
Makes
Wills
the
makes the
first.
first. Alec Erskine comes in for Darren Hiller for HK. And Matt Will's second foul shot is no good. However, it is rebounded by HK. And yet another whistle is blown.
Andrew Kuhn will be able to take. Wheeler subs in Peon.
However, he makes his second shot. HK is starting to pull away.
No break. Bakers with the ball again. Goes for the drive and makes it in. There's a call. And it's a timeout.
Called.
There'll still be a 48-38, 10-point difference with a minute and 27 seconds left. Even three three-point shots at 30 seconds each. And that would still require another foul shot for them to be able to bring that game to a tie. I want to know what their coach has in mind.
I have no idea.
Well, we never will until they try it.
Exactly.
So when both teams retake the court, they will have a minute and a half left of this game. There's quite a bit on the line for both teams right now. HK could even out their record to a 5-5, and Wheeler might be able to put themselves in the bracket and make themselves 4-7. Ball we passed in.
Inbound the ball for HK. He gives it to Hiller. Another penalty on Wheeler.
Interesting. Wheeler will now have 9 fouls so far, and Darren Hiller will be able to take 2 shots. Makes the first. Does not make the second. The ball will be turned over to Wheeler. Baker has the ball. Almost loses it. Passes to Starts. Goes for the drive. Goes for the shot, but is deflected and rebounded to HK. Matt Wells. Another Wheeler foul. They will now have 10 fouls. Matt Wells will be able to take a shot.
First shot is good. Kobe Callender comes into the game for HK, subbing out Darren Hiller. And Matt Will's second shot is no good. However, Andrew Kuhn rebounds it and makes a shot.
Baker has the ball. Passes to Peon. Rebounds to Toby Callender.
And yet another foul by Wheeler.
Ooh, HK has definitely brought their distance forward. Now 14 points ahead of Wheeler with 46 seconds left, and they will still have a chance for more foul shots.
And Toby Callender's first shot is no good.
Kevin, when I say I imagined Wheeler being able to make back those 10 points in 2 minutes using a ton of foul shots, I was not expecting HK to be the team to do it.
No. Toby Calendar's second foul shot makes it in, making the game 53 HK 38 Wheeler.
Substitution for Wheeler puts in Lucas Jones.
Trey Calendar and Antonio Giambonis sub in for Matt Wills and Jimmy McGoey.
Baker has the ball. Passes to Burdick. Baker. Takes shot from the three, unsuccessful.
Trey
Rebound
Calendar
to HK.
recovers the ball, and he gives it to Alec Erskine. Seems as if HK is just trying to run down the clock.
12 seconds left. And with HK's
Passing
position,
the
there's
ball
nothing they
around.
can do. They're just going to wait. And that is the game, 53-38 HK. Quite a turnaround from what we saw from the expectation at the beginning of the first half.
Yeah, going into halftime, Wheeler was winning, but as soon as the second half started, HK started to pull ahead and never looked back.
And as we saw the controversy in Wheeler versus HK's record, it appears that HK will be coming with the win, now making their record 5-5, Wheeler 3-8. It was a good game overall. We saw quite the difference. It appears that it's quite often for a team to, have a definite lead in the first half and then completely turn that around.
As we saw today.
Wheeler definitely played a few players the whole time, and no break Baker from Wheeler, number 5, did not get, substituted at all. He was on the starting lineup, and he was there the entire time.
Well, HK subbed out their starting lineup quite often and getting replenished and refreshed, getting some time off the court.
And as we saw at the very end, Wheeler swapped out almost their entire team, which really changed the dynamic of the playing, making it so now HK was left with not much else, not much resistance.
Right.
So make sure to check out our upcoming games. There will be Morgan live on Channel 18 on Friday, and we'd like to thank our in-part sponsor, Zippo6. So once again, I'm Connor Shute.
And I'm Kevin Gelini.
Thanks for watching. Have a good night.